Assalamu alaikum, shalom, and welcome to this video in which I will share my experience, my final verdict about the comparison of these two amps, the YAMAHA R-N803D on the left side and the ARCAM Solo Music on the right side. Why did I compare these two? Both are streaming amps. The YAMAHA has more opportunities to stream, the ARCAM less, but still both are similar. The YAMAHA does have Spotify Connect, the ARCAM doesn't. The ARCAM does have a SA/CD player integrated, the YAMAHA doesn't. I've listened to these two for a few days now, back and forth. There are some songs I like listening to via the YAMAHA, and a lot of songs I like listening through the ARCAM. Now, the YAMAHA is obviously brighter, and not only the color of it, I mean the voicing is brighter. All the instruments are brighter. It's like if you, I don't know if you are familiar with photography. In my opinion, the voicing of the YAMAHA is a bit overexposed, in my opinion, and I think the color science of the ARCAM is about right. That is what I love about the ARCAM. I will show you one song in particular that displays exactly my point. Now, keep in mind I can't play back the song for too long due to copyright problems, but I can tell you it is the remastered song that is called Faith by George Michael. Now, I guess you heard the instruments, and I will make it a bit louder. These instruments come very naturally played with the ARCAM, and too bright and a bit, how shall I say, a bit distorted playing through the YAMAHA. I used the built-in YAMAHA Spotify Connect with the Musiccast app, and I connected my ARCAM to an AirPlay device. That's really a cheap device, but I wanted to stream and I wanted to use the built-in DAC of the ARCAM. So the built-in DAC of the YAMAHA is used and the built-in DAC of the ARCAM. And in both cases I listen to Spotify. So it is already a compromised file, but it sounds completely different on both amps. Now I will show you at a higher volume. Now, I hope that doesn't, I don't get problems with copyrights if I play the song for a few seconds. You can go back and listen to it again. These instruments are well defined and tonally correct with the ARCAM, and too bright and distorted with the YAMAHA, even if I use the YPAL setting. So if you want an amp that does almost everything, I guess everything unless you need MQA. The Yamaha doesn't do MQA, but it has everything else. You don't need Google Chromecast, because this amp almost has everything Google Chromecast does. So, if you want that, if you want convenience, then, and also I think I have to mention that too, in my room and from my taste, I like the look of the Yamaha more. But if it's all about sound and more mature hi-fi sound, it's ARCAM. It is the solo music. The app is really buggy, insanely buggy. So don't rely on that. With the Yamaha, you don't have to use the remote at all, because the app does everything. The app is not laggy with the Yamaha, is extremely laggy, like you heard now. I pressed pause maybe 1 or 2 seconds before it paused. And this is not because of my streaming device, the Airstream by Neat. That's the little thing I showed you before. So, even if the Yamaha is the way more convenient amp and the more beautiful furniture, in my opinion, the voicing is too bright. And it is not audible in every song. There are some songs that I really like with the Yamaha. An example is a song that has the title, I'll show it to you, so you can, I'll write it down in the comments too. Now, it's so laggy, even if I push something else, it doesn't get the signal. It's Birtanem by Yashar. Yashar is the guy who sings that song. Now, can you see it? This on the right upper corner. Birtanem, that's called My One in Turkish. And listening to a song only with guitar and a male voice, it's okay. The Yamaha really plays beautiful, and the Yamaha is, for example, way better than the WXA50 from Yamaha. So Yamahas don't sound the same, but comparing it with a pure Class A amp for the first 20 watts per channel, like the ARCAM offers, in my opinion, with these speakers, the Focal Aria, there is no comparison between those two amps. The ARCAM is hands down better. That's my opinion, that's my taste, that's my experience in this room. These speakers, and even if I turn on the Y-Power from Yamaha, the ARCAM still sounds more focused, the voice is more centered. I told that in my 2 previous videos. It is just the ARCAM, it's something different. This pure Class A mode is something different. The Yamaha is more like a beautiful furniture with good sound, quite clean sound, bright, but this is the entry into the hi-fi world, because it costs now maybe 700 or 800 euros, and this costs maybe 600 or 700 euros. And that's why I compared these two, because they are now priced equal, almost equal. The ARCAM started at 2,000 euros and the Yamaha started at 900 euros. To be honest, you can hear that. So if you have any questions, please ask me. If there's something I didn't mention, ask me. Maybe I experienced the answer to your question and I can write it down. So have a nice day or evening or night, and bye bye.